At Gatwick Airport, holidaymakers have just returned to the UK from Ibiza. Young travellers visiting the party island are often stopped and checked for the presence of drugs on their return. The baggage of one such passenger has tested positive for the presence of cocaine and amphetamines.
Okay, so it's very high, just went off the scale. Yeah. When I sort of asked him if there's likely to be anything there, he got very tetchy.
Yeah, he's been quite tetchy since.
Okay.
Due to the unusually high reading, Officer Andy decides to take the passenger for a strip search.
Right, sir, I'd like to have a word with you in a private office, please. Okay, if you'd like to come with me with your bags.
All right.
Thank you.
Can I just ask, do you know how long this is going to be?
Difficult to say at this time, okay? I'll explain everything when we get in there, yeah.
Andy's colleague Kathy has gained some important information about the passenger's health.
He's epileptic and he hasn't had any medication. He hasn't eaten or drunk for 2 days. So he's come back because he started having mini seizures.
Right.
So just be careful.
Yeah, okay. Can you let the senior officer know?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Right, my colleague's just said to me that you suffer from epilepsy. Is that right? Yeah. And are you actually okay at the moment, or?
Well, I've come back to get home and sort things out. I've been up for 2 days. I'm getting medication right now.
Do you need medication urgently?
Not right now.
Okay, but for a few minutes you're okay?
Yeah, no.
No.
Despite his health issues, the passenger is happy to proceed with the search.
You've got the right to object, okay?
No, that's all right. I'll get out and come in.
Thanks.
As well as a strip search, the man's shoes are taken away to be swab tested. A drug hit from this test may suggest he's carrying packages inside his body. And with another extremely high trace, the man has more explaining to do.
Train's all right?
No. Looking up traces of cocaine. They've been taking or using any controlled substance.
Why would your trainers be?
Check, open them up.
No, it's not a case of that. It's like you might have stuff inside you.
Inside of me?
Yeah.
Do an X-ray on me.
An X-ray will be the quickest way to know if the man is telling the truth.
Okay. Right, because of that, okay, I've got to arrest you.
You can arrest me?
Okay, I'm arresting you on suspicion of the illegal importation of a controlled drug.
Okay.
I must caution you don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay.
The man's fate now hangs on the results of the X-ray. The man's history with drugs makes his story highly suspicious. The X-ray will confirm if he has packages inside him.
So if you want to bring your baggage just here. So what I'd like you to do is breathe in, hold your breath, and it will carry you along to the end. And we'll stop, okay? And be as still as you can. Breathe in. Very still. It's great. Yeah, come out. Thank you. So, yeah, you haven't got anything. I appreciate your cooperation.
That's all right.
Thank you. So you're no longer under arrest. I don't know about nervous, but you seem quite edgy and trying to hurry me up. You know, that, I mean, some passengers are like that anyway, but that's how he seems. So all in all, I thought there was some reasonable grounds, you know, to search him. But anyway, I appreciate your cooperation.
With nothing found on the passenger, he's free to go.
All right, thank you. Appreciate that. Bye then. Bye.
Birmingham Airport flies to over 100 destinations across the world. In departures, Officer Dean and his sniffer dog Max are on the search for passengers with large sums of cash. Officers are permitted to question passengers carrying over €1,000 to ensure the cash has no criminal connections. Anything over €10,000 must be declared.
You got cash in your pocket there? You got cash on you?
Max has indicated on a group of passengers travelling to Pakistan, so they're taken aside for questioning.
Where are you guys travelling to today? Where are you travelling to, all of you?
Islamabad.
Okay, how long are you going to Islamabad for?
For 1.5 months.
1.5 months, okay. As customs, we monitor the movement of cash through this airport. The dogs indicate that you're potentially carrying cash. How much cash are you guys
I
carrying?
have 2,000.
2,000?
Yeah.
You got?
2.5.
2.5, madam?
22.
And you, sir?
1,300.
1,300?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you do for a living? What's your occupations? What do you...
Yeah, McDonald's.
McDonald's. And you, sir?
Me, I live in Holland. I work in Holland.
You work in Holland?
Yeah.
Okay. How long have you been in the UK from Holland? Just come around here, guys. Just come around here.
2-3 days before.
Okay, what's your occupation?
I work in the laundry.
Laundry?
Yeah.
Okay, can you just show me the money, guys? Everyone, please. Thank you.
The passengers are frustrated by the questioning and reluctantly hand over the cash in bundles of €50 notes.
All the money you're carrying is your own monies, yeah?
Holiday money. Because it's also Salab there, tsunami. I have to help people out.
Okay, that's fair enough.
It's my own country.
Okay, two of them are from this country. You expect them to be carrying sterling, or possibly Pakistani rupees, but they're all carrying euros. So my suspicion is, and they're all carrying 50s, it could it possibly be that the money belongs to one person and he's asking his friends to carry a bit of the money each, so it looks less conspicuous. So has any of you three been in trouble with the police or customs in this country?
Yeah, me. Somebody
Yeah.
took somebody on my passport.
So somebody impersonated you
Yeah.
on your passport?
Yeah.
But you committed an offence and you've been arrested?
No.
You're somebody else but using your
Somebody
passport?
else, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, guys, just take a seat for 1 second. I'm just going to do some check. No, man, you're fine. You take a seat as well. One of them does have history, unfortunately. He says somebody impersonated him using his passport, so he has a criminal offence. So we need to see if there's any other records linked to him or anything else.
As the officers run the necessary checks, the passengers will have to wait patiently to find out if their money will be seized. The information officers receive proves at least one of the men has been lying.
Assisting illegal entry into the UK. They said that somebody else had used his passport, so he's been locked up for 9 months for that. Anything else?
With a long list of convictions, there's even more suspicion about where the money has come from.
Should we just get back over and see what they say?
Aye, I'll speak to him. I'll hang behind you. Well, you said you'd never been arrested as well. You've been motoring offences,
already told you I've been
burglary and
arrested,
theft, breach of community order, driving offences, no 6, no 8, no 9.
That's it.
But that doesn't have
Offence
sense
of
with money
wearing
or
a
something
public
else.
place,
What
possession of cannabis. Why would you tell me you hadn't been arrested?
I've already told him. Ask your police.
Asked you 3 times there.
He said to him,
Then I told you.
yes.
You said to me somebody was impersonating you. That was the only thing you mentioned to me.
He said, have you ever been convicted with police? Did I say yes or no?
Yeah, you said yes.
Okay, that's it.
Like, I just asked you, has anybody ever been arrested? They all said,
You are together.
Yeah, but you are together.
He said to him,
One is asking.
You're one of you are
Calm
taking
down.
one statement, other one is taking other statement. Why don't you both work together? Simple as that.
listen,
I am listening and you're talking different questions.
Calm down, madam.
Straight all the time. I am calmed down.
look,
Yes.
if I was going through an airport, my money was legitimate, I would say, this is where I got it from, this is how much it is, it's from this bank, if you want to check, like most people do with us. But when we come up against, you know, a kind of brick wall with people not wanting to discuss things with us, we think maybe something's going on.
you know why we have money? Because I'm going to marry him. That's why you're getting
That's
money.
why we pay so much money.
Okay.
You can also look in the back, there are suits.
It would have helped if you'd mentioned that sooner.
Yeah, but you don't. Why you think that people
You
are
did
carrying
not
money?
ask that why you're carrying the money. You just asked from where did
Where
you
you
get
get
it,
that
why
money.
you got it,
You can
and all
see
that.
The story just keeps changing. They mention that they're going there for the tsunami. And one of the passengers now mentions that he's going to Pakistan for a wedding, his own wedding. So we have a few discrepancies into the intended use of the cash.
What we'll do just now is we'll make a phone call to our boss and see what he wants to do, okay?
With the departure time looming, a decision needs to be made soon if they're to make their flight.
I know that there's no direct link to a crime in it. It's dodgy, but it's not enough to, I think, to make the decision. Okay, boss, cheers, bye.
It was a very tricky one, and we don't, unfortunately, time is against us on this one. The guys have done all the checks, we're satisfied. Thank you for your patience. That's it, okay?
Sorry I've delayed you. No problem.
We're just doing our job, guys, that's all it is.
On this occasion, the 4 travellers are allowed to leave with all of their cash.
There just wasn't enough evidence to substantiate that cash or any criminal link to it. We weren't entirely satisfied that the cash belonged to each individual. We still believe the cash belonged to one person, but because of the time constraints and the fact that they're based in another European country, we just couldn't do any further checks. So we let them proceed with their journey.